On today's video, I want to talk to you about how to promote a cause for somebody, for yourself, for somebody you're working for, with very, very little detail, but a big vision in hand. Coming up on today's video. Hey everybody, it's Drew here. Thanks so much for stopping by. On this channel, we help people learn, create, and share their creative endeavors with other people. Today, I want to talk to you about an interesting opportunity I had recently to help my church here in Las Vegas promote a sermon series that was coming up. You know, they gave me a few rough draft outlines and a brief paragraph of text to go off of, and that's really it. And I had to come up with a storyline that would help promote this entire new thing that was coming out at the church. You know, a lot of the principles I'm going to share with you today are attributed to a YouTuber named Daniel Schiffer. And he really talked about a video that was about 30 seconds long that he took a couple different slow-mo clips and took it from completely boring to really cinematic and amazing. And I want to share some of the principles with you guys today because I took a lot of the things that he shared in that video, took them and applied them to this one, and it really turned out a lot better than I could have ever imagined. You know, the first thing with any kind of film that you have, that you're promoting something, is what's the story? What is the story involved in it? Any good story has a beginning, a middle, and an end to it. In this case, I was given the story as like a paragraph of text, and I'll share with you this time. So here's what I was given. Big things start small. A single spark can start a movement. Even the expanse of the universe began as a mere thought in the mind of the Creator. So it is true for the world-shifting movement known as Christianity. What began with fishermen and farmers in rural regions of Galilee would soon cover the globe. Ignite is a 5-week sermon series that will study this phenomenon, revealing how Jesus changed everything and how he can change you. With that amount of text, it could easily just be like, maybe just throw those words on a page with some cinematic music and be done with it. But I really wanted to try to encapsulate that visually and tell a story behind Ignite and trying to ignite a movement or a cause. Now, everything I'm sharing with you right now is applied specifically to a sermon promo, but you could use it for any kind of nonprofit video that you have, a video that you're trying to tell a narrative for, or just maybe a 90-second, blurb on Instagram or Facebook that you're trying to promote your cause or get across an idea from. So there's a couple things I want to share with you that really help this video pop and stand out cinematically. The first thing we did talk about is it's a story. The story is pretty solid. It has some really good, powerful words in the text, and it outlines that very carefully. If you don't have that, I would encourage you at any time before you actually go to shoot the video, write a script. Try to put some thought into words that you actually want to say, whether it's words that are actually going to be presented as text, or you're going to have somebody narrate it. If you are going to have somebody narrate it, who is it going to be? Is it going to be yourself? Is it going to be somebody you line up? Is it going to be talent you pay for it? Whatever this is, you kind of have to actually figure this out in your own mind before you actually press the play button and actually try to go record something for this promotion. The second thing is the visuals. You know, I'm lucky enough to have an awesome camera that I shoot with pretty much every single day. But then it's not just enough to have nice visuals. You know, in this case, I wanted to have a black and white kind of rustic theme to it. And I knew I was going to be shooting 2 different locations at a railroad tracks as well as on top of a mountain. Now, I shot middle of the day. Not because that's my preference. I would have rather shot at golden hour or at the beginning of the day, but I just didn't have the time, and I didn't have the talent's time during those times of day. So I had to go with what I had. But it's not enough just to have awesome visuals. Visuals alone is nothing. If you want to kind of see some of this playback with just visuals alone, no music, no story, no sound effects, and it's all just kind of like, it's there, it's pretty, but why is it pretty and what story is it conveying? So visuals alone is not enough. The second thing I want to talk to you about is the soundtrack. Now, I know a fantastic source to go to for soundtracks. That's Epidemic Sound on the web. They have a monthly subscription you can subscribe to for a very cheap price for what you're getting as a YouTuber creating content, or for single track license use, to where you can actually buy it if you're actually having a project done for you. But they have amazing selections of audio. You can base it on the genre of music. You can base it on what mood you're thinking about. They have sound effects, tons of different content that's always getting refreshed almost on a monthly basis. Go check out Epidemic Sound. I can't recommend them enough to you. The last thing, which honestly was my weak spot in a lot of these videos up until this point, was sound design. So it was very typical in my practice in the past to have like really pretty picture, like I talked to you about, a compelling soundtrack, maybe some text or something like that, but I forgot sound design. So as you can tell, I'm gonna play this whole sequence back with only just the sound effects, no soundtrack, visuals included. And you can tell that just adding sound effects and like feet running, or him walking on the actual pebbles of the railroad tracks, or the spark of the road flare, all of that can create an image sequence that will hopefully be immersive in its response to you as the audience, and really draw the audience in so they can feel like they're there participating in the movement with you. But when you put all of these elements together, that's when you get this cinematic sequence that comes together, and I thought it came together in a really awesome way. I would love to hear your thoughts and what some of your best practices are for making potentially boring footage or a boring story be cinematic, and some of the elements that you guys use on a daily basis. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you benefited a lot from it. Again, I just want to thank Daniel Schiffer for helping me and my filmmaking just take it up to the next level. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel today. Until next time, I'll see you later.